look at the Afghanistan embarrassment, the worst ever in the history, the most embarrassing moment, I believe, in the history of our country. But look at the border. Look at the border. The border is like a sieve. It's an open wound. What we're allowing to come into our country, they're coming from all over the world. It's not just from the 4 countries that we know and love and we've dealt with pretty unsuccessfully. They're coming from all over. They're coming from Africa. Last night, 2 nights ago, they had 20 people from the Congo, and they were, where do you come from? They come from prisons, because prisons are being emptied out all over the world, and they're coming into not just in South America, that would be bad, but they're being emptied out from all over the world. In Asia, they're coming from Asia. How about China? 28,000 Chinese, and you know, they're between the ages of 18 and 25. Those are fighting ages, right? Those are fighting ages. What's that all about? They're coming from the Middle East. They're coming from Yemen. We're bombing Yemen, and we have their people coming here, but they're all men, very few women. I hate to say that, but they're very few women, and they're of fighting age, 18 to 25. That's called prime time, and they're coming from all over the world, and we're like a dumping ground for the rest of the world. We're stupid people. We're being run by stupid people, or people that hate our country. I'm not sure which. Nobody can figure it out, because who would want to run on a policy of open borders where anybody can come in? They're emptying jails out. You know, we took out thousands and thousands of gang members, MS-13. They say they're the toughest gangs in the world. I think they're probably not, compared to some of the gangs that are coming in now from parts unknown, right? But we took out thousands and thousands. They're now being let out of jails, and they're coming into our country. Many of them have already come in. And if the fake news would go and investigate the jails throughout, let's say, South America and even the rest of the world, you'll find that they're getting low, because they're letting their bad prisoners come into the United States of America. And that's really bad for us, and it's really unsafe. And I was talking to Sean Hannity today. He said, I give it 100% chance, 100%, that we're going to have a bad attack. What do you think? Do you think I'm right? I said, you're 100% right. He gives it 100% chance, and I said, you're low. Let's give it a little bit more than that if we can, right? If you could, I would. So if you want to save America, then tomorrow, and you have to do this, we're now at tomorrow. Look at this. The season has started. We had this tremendous success in Iowa, and now we have, and by the way, I kept you first in the nation for primaries, right? I kept you first. I promised I would. That was up to me. Had nothing to do with your governor, I can tell you that. He's too lazy. He's too lazy to do that. But tomorrow, Tuesday, January 23rd, you have to do this. You have to go out and you have to vote for Trump. Vote for Trump. We're going to turn this country around so fast. It's going to be a beautiful thing to behold. So in conclusion, and I think this is so powerful and so important, we're going to be taking on some of the most menacing forces and some of the most vicious people and opponents that we've ever seen before. But no matter how hateful and corrupt the communists and criminals are that we're fighting against, constantly fighting against, they're terrible, terrible people. They're from the inside, not on the outside. You must never forget that this nation does not belong to them. This nation belongs to you. This is your home. This is your heritage. And our American liberty is your God-given right. And I say this, and I love this, and I know your state so well, and I have so many friends that live here, from Meredith to Manchester, from Plymouth to Portsmouth, and from Londonderry to Laconia. You inherit the legacy of red-blooded New Hampshire patriots. You're really patriots, incredible patriots, who lived by that very, very simple but actually quite complex statement: live free or die. Live free or die. We stand on the shoulders of American heroes who crossed the ocean, settled the continent, tamed the wilderness, laid down the railroads, raised up the skyscrapers, won 2 world wars, defeated fascism and communism, and made America the single greatest nation in the history of the world.